Hey guys, Jonathan Good here for JM Sports 100 and jmsports.org. How's it going? I decided to put my phone on silent when I started to record videos because I am here to do the day 2 of the NFL draft recap rounds 2 and 3. I recorded this last night but got a phone call halfway through, and with this webcam that I have I can't edit it, so I had to start over, and I'm just finally feeling like doing it now. Uh, so the phone's on silent, so any phone calls just have to wait, and let's get through it. Basically, something that I had said was going to happen with the Jets came true today. I didn't quite know if it happened. It would happen as soon as it did, but it happened nonetheless. Also, some more of the players, I couldn't wait to see where they went. Um, uh, got taken off the board, so we will talk about them. I'm really interested in one of the moves that the 49ers made, and one team got a Hall of Fame quarterback in earlier in the offseason, and they also drafted for the future behind that Hall of Fame quarterback yesterday as well, so we will talk about that. Let's get right to it. We kick things off with the first pick in the second round, and that was a pick held by the Rams. And with that, they took Appalachian State wide receiver Brian Quick. With the second pick of the second round, of course, the Colts drafted Andrew Luck in the first round. They've already started to negotiate his contract. They went with a former target of him, of his at Stanford, Kobe Fleener. So the former Stanford tight end, now with the Indianapolis Colts with his college teammate Andrew Luck. The third pick in the second round went to the Ravens. They got it from the Vikings, and with that they took Alabama outside linebacker Courtney Upshaw. The Broncos got the fourth overall pick the fourth pick in the second round from the Buccaneers, and with that, they took Cincinnati defensive tackle Derek Wolfe. With the fifth pick in the second round, the Cleveland Browns, who of course there's been talk of trading Colt McCoy. Now with their pickup of Brandon Weeden in day one of the draft, they took in the second round. They took Mitchell Schwartz, a tackle out of California. With the sixth pick in the second round, the Jacksonville Jaguars took Andre Brandt, defensive end from Clemson. The Rams got the seventh pick of the second round. They got it from the Redskins, and with it, they took North Alabama corner Janoris Jenkins. The Panthers had the eighth pick in the round, and with that, they took Midwestern State tackle Ami Silatolu. Next up, the Bills would have their next pick, and they would take Georgia tackle Corey Glenn. With the 10th pick in the second round, the Miami Dolphins took Jonathan Martin, offensive tackle, former blocker for Andrew Luck at Stanford. Now, here's what I said about the Jets yesterday. I said that I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for a wide receiver later in the draft because they were getting old in that area and they had a hole that they needed to fill. I don't quite know that I expected them to do it as early as they did, but they got it out of the way early. They got the 11th pick in the round from the Seahawks, and with that pick, they took Georgia Tech wide receiver Stephen Hill. Next up, with the 12th pick in the second round, Illinois tackle Jeff Allen was taken off the board by the Kansas City Chiefs. Here is one of the people that I was interested to see where he would go. That is South Carolina wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey. He was taken off of the board with the 13th pick in the round, the 45th pick overall, and he is now a new target for Jay Cutler and the Chicago Bears. So with the 45th pick in the second round, the Bears, who got the pick from the Cowboys through the Rams, took Alshon Jeffrey. With the 14th pick in the round, the Eagles took California inside linebacker Michael Kendricks. The Seahawks got the 15th pick in the round. They got it from the Jets, and with it they took Utah State inside linebacker Bobby Wagner. The Patriots, with the 16th pick in the round, got it from the Raiders. Kevon Wilson was then taken off the board. He is a free safety from Illinois. The Chargers got the next pick, and with that they took a defensive tackle, UConn defensive tackle, Kendall Reyes. The Rams got their third pick in the round. They got it from the Bears, the 18th pick in the round, and with that they took a running back from Cincinnati, Isaiah Pead. With the 19th pick in the round, the Packers got it from the Cardinals through New England, and with it, they took who I think is really a big win for them, defensive tackle from Michigan State, Jarrell Worthy, I'm sorry. And I've watched him play, many times, being a Big Ten guy, and excited to see how that goes. I think that is going to turn out well for them. Next up, the Tennessee Titans took a country singer out of North Carolina. Okay, not really, obviously. But with the pick, they did take outside linebacker out of North Carolina, Zach Brown. There you go. Some of you will get the reference, some of you won't. With the 21st pick in the round, the Cincinnati Bengals selected Penn State defensive tackle Devon Still. With the 22nd pick in the round, Ryan Broyles, the wide receiver from Oklahoma, found a home. I was kind of interested to see where he would go, and he is now going to line up next to Megatron and be another target for Matt Stafford in the Detroit Lions. With the 23rd pick in the round, the Atlanta Falcons took Wisconsin center Peter Kahns. With the 24th pick in the round, the Pittsburgh Steelers took Ohio State offensive tackle Mike Adams. With the 25th pick, and here's where it gets interesting. Like I said, the Broncos, of course, getting Peyton Manning in the earlier in the offseason, and they have said that they have found their quarterback for the future. They want to sit behind Peyton Manning and learn, and that is former Arizona State quarterback Brock Osweiler. So it'll be interesting to see how that works for them. The Buccaneers got the 26th pick in the round. They got it from the Texans, and with that, they took David Levante, outside linebacker, Nebraska. Let's see. The Ravens got the next pick and took Kelechi Asimil, tackle at Iowa State. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. With the 29th pick in the round, now here's where this another thing that gets interesting. The 49ers have Frank Gore. They have Brandon Jacobs. I believe they took a running back in the first round as well. They figured, let's add another running game. Let's make it better. I think they did. I'm really, really excited to see how this guy plays at the next level. Loved watching him in college, and that is for Oregon running back Michael James, taken off the board with the 29th pick in the second round by the 49ers. With the 30th pick in the round, the Green Bay Packers got it from the New England Patriots, and with that pick, they picked up Vanderbilt defensive back Casey Hayward. And last but not least, the 31st and 63rd pick in the round, the Super Bowl champion New York Giants took Ruben Randall, wide receiver, LSU. Alright, let's take a look now quickly at round 3 and how that stacked up. The Colts got the first pick of that round, and with that, they took Clemson tight end Dwayne Allen. With the second pick in the round, the St. Louis Rams took Montana corner Tremaine Johnson. With the third pick in the round, the Minnesota Vikings took Josh Robinson, corner out of Central Florida. The Broncos got the fourth pick in the round from the Browns, and with that, they took Ronnie Hillman, running back at San Diego State. The Texans got the fifth pick in the round from the Buccaneers and thought they'd add a wide receiver, and they did that indeed. They added former Ohio State wide receiver Veer Posey. With the sixth pick in the round, T.J. Graham, North Carolina State, went off the board from the Bills. The Bills got the pick from the Redskins. The Dolphins held the ninth pick in the round, and in the third round, and with that, they took Miami defensive end Oliver Vernon. With the 10th pick in the round, the Chargers got it from the Panthers, through the Bucks and the Bears and the Dolphins, and with that, they took Brandon Taylor, strong safety, LSU. The Chiefs had the 11th pick in the round, and with that, they took Donald Stevenson, tackle out of Oklahoma. Another guy here who I was very interested to see where he'd go and how he's going to do in the NFL. And I really think this team added depth to the quarterback position in doing so. Even though he only played in Wisconsin for a year, he played obviously extremely well. And that is former North Carolina State quarterback and now former Wisconsin Badger quarterback Russell Wilson, taken off the board by the Seahawks with the 12th pick in the third round. With the 13th pick in the third round, the Texans got that from the Eagles. They took Miami of Ohio guard Brandon Brooks. The Jets got the 14th pick in the round, and with that pick, they took outside linebacker Demario Davis out of Arkansas State. With the 15th pick, Miami Dolphins got it from the Chargers, and with that, they picked up Missouri tight end Michael Agnew. The Bears, with the 16th pick in the round, get Oregon State free safety Brandon Hardin. 17th pick in the round. 16th pick in the round, rather, went to the Bears. I was right. 17th pick in the round went to the Arizona Cardinals. And they took Jamel Fleming, corner out of Oklahoma. Next up was the Cowboys with the 18th pick in the round, taking Boise State defensive end Tyrone Crawford. 19th pick in the round. I'm sorry, I think I said tight end. It was defensive end Tyrone Crawford, and he went to the Cowboys. After the 19th pick in the round, the Tennessee Titans took Michigan defensive tackle Mike Martin. The Bengals got the 20th pick in the round, and with that, they took Rutgers wide receiver Mohamed Sanu. The Lions, with the 22nd pick in the round, took Louisiana Lafayette corner Dwight Bentley. Next up, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they took Miami Hurricane linebacker Sean Spence. The Browns got the next pick from the Broncos, and with that pick, they took John Hughes, defensive tackle, Cincinnati. The Eagles, adding a little bit of depth to their quarterback position, they got the 25th overall pick, or the 25th pick in the round from the Texans, and with that, they took Arizona quarterback Nick Foles. The Saints, with the 26th pick, get a defensive end out of a college known as Regina, and the player is defensive end Akeem Hicks, not to be confused with Hakeem Nicks. Akeem Hicks, now a member of the Saints. The Patriots got the 27th pick in the round from the Packers, and with that they took Jake Buckett, defensive end, Arkansas. With the 28th pick in the round, the Falcons, the guy from the Ravens, took Lamar Holmes, tackle out of Southern Miss. The Colts decided to give another weapon with the 29th pick in the round to Andrew Luck, and a good weapon is. I'm interested to see how he's going to do in the NFL. I didn't realize he was in the draft this year, but I talked about him in some of my college videos and how I was interested. He was fast, fun player to watch. 5'10", Florida International wide receiver T.Y. Hilton, now a member of the Colts. They got the 29th pick in the third round from the 49ers. With the 30th pick in the round, it comes from the Bengals. The Bengals get the 30th pick for the round from the New England Patriots, and with that they took Brandon Thompson, defensive tackle, Clemson. With the 31st pick in the round, Super Bowl champion New York Giants took Jaron Horsley, corner, Virginia Tech, and a compensatory pick for the Oakland Raiders was the 32nd pick in the round, and with that they took Utah offensive tackle Tony Bergstrom. So there you go. There's your recap of rounds 2 and 3. Rounds 4 through 7 start off with the St. Louis Rams being on the clock bright and early at noon. Is it noon or is it 11 Eastern Time? I have to look and see. Because I'm not 100% sure if it's noon or if it is 11. It is noon Eastern Time. So, noon Eastern Time, you can catch the final 3 rounds of the NFL Draft. But I don't know how many people are going to be doing that because there is NBA playoff stuff, which I have to cover the draft, but I will be doing NFL playoff stuff starting tomorrow. I'll start following that. So anyway, or NBA playoff stuff rather, my bad guys. Anyway, I'm John Lemons up for JM Sports, founder of JMSports.org. I'm out.